Good morning. Welcome everyone to Monday's Coffee and Cards. It is March 8th at 11:11. Let me know if you're here. Just say hello in the comments. Let me know how your weekend was. How it's going for you today so far. I mean, for some of you, it may only be 8 o'clock. Over here on the East Coast, we're at, obviously, 11 o'clock. Hey, Will. Welcome. Good to have you. Greetings from my sky bubble. Yes, greetings. Morning, Heather. Good morning, Rosalyn. Our morning peeps signing on. Hi, sis. Look at our line of top fans there. Good to have you guys. Oh, Robert, welcome. Great to have you, Robert. Joanna, welcome. Welcome back. Good to see you. So if you're new or you're watching the replay, we are going to be using the Entrepreneur Oracle deck that I created along with my friend Kathy Weiss. Good morning, Lori. Excellent. And this deck is all about spiritual support for entrepreneurs. The idea came in 2019 before COVID and all of this happened. The idea was to offer support for the emotions that come with running your own business. Now there's more people in that bubble because people are working from home now, which is comparable to running your own business, trying to teach your kids from home, or just the added stress of the things that have been happening in the past year or two, or however many years. Oh, Robert, Happy Women's Day. Yes, I hadn't gotten to that yet. Yeah, there's lots of events going on for International Women's Day. So if you're interested, I know there's a bunch of events on, I don't know if they're on Facebook specifically, but lots of online events, Clubhouse, that sort of thing. So just a day to sort of lift each other up and, just to come together. Whether you're male or female, I think you can appreciate the women in your life or you yourself as a woman. Joanna says her and her son are feeling ill, so if anybody can send good vibes Joanna's way, that would be awesome. And of course, I'm sending you that. Happy that you're here. And let's get started. So, the Entrepreneur Oracle deck, 44 cards, 138-page guidebook. And you'll see as in our picture here, there's an array of cards laid out and the guidebook I have there right in the center for you. They are, as you can see, lots of bright colors. Each card has a word and a little bit of insight on it. But if you go into the guidebook, every card has a section here that lays out even more insight. Some of them have quotes that go along with it. Some of them have a navigate section, and what that section is about is how you navigate through being in that place. So if you're in a place of, I don't know, frustration or making decisions, it helps you get through that. So we don't want to ignore our feelings, we want to work through them. So that's what this deck has allowed us to do. And you don't have to know anything about Oracle cards. It's beginner friendly. Kids love it, especially since it has the pictures on it and the words nice and big that they can read. So let me just keep this going here. And last week we tried to see if I can activate my poll. last week wasn't quite working right. So let's see if that works. So, do you use oracle cards? As I shuffle the deck, we will look at a card for us as the collective, what we can look for this week, or could even be lessons remaining from last week. For every one of us, the interpretation will be different, but it's definitely an overall collective energy that we deal with each week. So just the specifics, of course, will be different. So today we're going to be looking at value. Each person decides what is of value to them. So what this card reminds us or lets us know is that not everybody will value the same things you do and vice versa. So what that means is if it's in your business, not everybody is going to need or want the services you offer, but there are people that will. And just because there's a group of people that don't doesn't make your service any less valuable. And the same goes with on a personal level. Our self-worth and value there is the same. So if you are really into science, say, and like your best friend is not, that doesn't mean that you guys shouldn't be friends or that you know, should be into what they're into. Everybody has their own little sort of recipe that makes them individuals, and individuality and self-worth and all that is directly related to value, how you value yourself, how you value others, and not defining yourself based on other people's opinion of your value. So let's go to the guidebook and see what additional insight is there. So usually when you pull a card and then you hear a message, it's that initial thought that comes to you is what you're supposed to get from the card. So try to go with that. Of course, we're all human and we all want to sort of put in our own definitions or, you know, direct the answers. But yeah, just see what comes up for you. And of course, if you have your journal, you can make notes of it there, which is nice because you can go back and look at what you thought on an earlier reading, or you can just keep adding to it. So value is a perception. Value is in the eye of the beholder. Value is communication. Everything is of some value, and that value, that rate, that cost is always arbitrary. There is no supply and demand. There is no better or worse. There is no good or bad. Each person decides what is of value to them. How do you perceive your value? Is it inherent or is it based upon specific skills, knowledge required, gifts, talents, or something else? Why does this matter to you? Does it matter to you? There are many ways value is communicated in the results of the product, but more importantly, in how you make others feel. We understand that in the end, you are not responsible nor in control of how others feel. You can create the best possible environment so that the people you work with enjoy the energy you put forth into the world, but you cannot ever control that outcome. When we examine value with you, we want you to understand this. How you feel on the inside concerning what you create and produce matters more than the price tag you put on it. For what others decide is a value is solely a feeling anyway. You are only responsible for the energy you put forth and create. If you don't feel jazzed, excited, emotional, and passionate about your work and creation, we say unto you this: keep exploring until you do. So it's all about finding your own value. And this card actually has a navigate section. So let's look at that a little bit. So if you are feeling the energy of this card, whichever way you're feeling it, Some suggestions on how to move through it. Make a list of 5 of your values. Ask 3 friends or colleagues to do the same. Notice without judgment what you consider as values compared with what others believe are values. Are they the same? Are they different? Meditate while repeating this mantra. Today I choose to see my value in the world. So you can do both of those items or one. We tried to put options in there dependent on where you are today. So some days I'm better at making lists. Some days it's a better idea for me to just go outside and walk, or some days talking to other people. So that's in that navigation section, you'll find that there's some different options there. So hopefully that offers you some insight into this week. And now, if you would like a card to add to the value, let me know, and we will pull some more cards. So we'll keep our value out here and have a little bit of my turmeric tea today. And let's see if we've got anybody. Lori, you'd like a card. Awesome. Would love to give you one. Let's see if we can get this card in. Doesn't seem to want to focus quite right today. Hold on, let me just fix that. Almost. There, that's better. Sometimes it's in the streaming. Ooh. Well, and maybe this one's for you, Lori. Just fell out on me. So supplies. I actually looked at this card this morning when I was laying out my little display. Resources go beyond the veil of physical world into the energetic realm. And I'd like to read from the guidebook on this one too. Supplies are not what you think. You do need specific objects to complete your task. Computers, pens, notepaper, software, receipt books, record keeping practices, and so on. The supplies we are referring to here are resources. These go beyond the veil of the physical world into the energetic realm. Oh, thank you, Joanna. I appreciate that. You need a supply of money. Money is both an illusion and a gift and vibrates at the frequency of love. It allows you to purchase and pay for those things which will enable you to complete the tasks on your soul-centered journey, of which your business is a part. You need a supply of time. Time is an illusion, a human construct of making measurement and meaning. The quality of time allows you to understand how to engage your days, be present and focused, flow with integrity, and create masterful works of art. Your business is your art, your creation. Time is the measurement tool of its progress and its unfolding concerning your soul's journey. Time is elastic, and you can expand or contract for you because it is not real and does not exist in the light realm. Therefore, time is a supply you give to yourself through your awareness and how you choose to conduct your days and life. You need a supply of energy, the physical capability to focus your attention, create and communicate, to engage in the tasks and projects you have set forth upon yourself. This comes from a body well cared for through proper sleep, nutrition, and exercise. You must not deny your physical body's needs, for this is an essential tool of your trade. You need a supply of belief. You must believe in your work, your creation, your offerings, your knowledge, and your skill. In this, you must be unwavering, for it is your certainty that attracts those you serve. All these supplies are genuinely yours to cultivate. They come from deep within your mind and relate to how well you put forth the magic of your inner being into the world. So I'll soak that one in. I like that card because it seems like it's such a tangible thing, supplies, but when we look into it really, it's about to me, a lot about commitment to ourselves. So the supply of time and energy are definitely things we control. But also the supplies that we purchase with money, we also control that. So just a whole different way of looking at it. And Lori, I hope that offered you something. And let's see, we've got Robert. So along with our value today, Robert, for you, we're going to be adding on another card. Let's see what we've got for you today. I'm really looking forward to this afternoon because we're going to have, supposed to be in the upper 50s and sunny and nice. And so it's going to be a great day. I'll have to be sure to get out and take a walk through my neighborhood. And I hope you can do the same. No matter what the weather is, it's always good to get outside. Robert, people. So finding value in the people that are around you or the people that you are looking for. Let's look in the guidebook. See if there's a navigate section for that one. I'd like to talk about the navigate section in this one. I'm not going to read the entire card on that one. They are alive right now, seeking and searching for you as well. So your people are there, whether you have found them, it's a reassurance that yes, these are your people, or whether you're still looking for them. So the navigate section of this one gives a little advice on how, if you're looking for your people, how you can do that. Are you a member of a group, either virtual or physical? What can you offer to the group? Can you provide your time, skills, or support? Please do it. If your group no longer supports or raises you up, find another group. So it's also a reminder that we can revisit the people we surround ourselves with, whether it's virtual or physical, that we should constantly be looking. And Robert, you're still looking. Well, Robert, I feel like you have found this group and you definitely offer support and information to us. So I thank you for that. And we are happy to have you in our group. Another part of the navigate section says volunteer. Or on your walk today, take a garbage bag with you, help clean up your neighborhood or park as an offering. Appreciate nature and show your support by protecting it. So, yeah, just keep going. Your people are out there. You've got some people here in this group. I know you are a value to us, but there is value not only in finding your people, but in the search for it. And just, it's not something that's just done and checked off the list. You should reevaluate always, Some people, friends or acquaintances, people you work with, are around for a year. Some people around for 10, some people longer, some people less. So it's okay. It's all part of the process. Doesn't mean anybody's bad. It just means, we're just reassessing. And if they're not on your path, you've got to keep going. So glad to have you here, Robert. And let's pull another card. So we got Heather and then Rosalyn. Okay. Oh, let's see here. Value. So remember, for everyone, each person, including yourself, decides what is of value to them. So maybe you could take some time this week to just notice other people and even your own value and how you're sort of determining that during the week or when it comes up. Heather, for you, this or that. The road is long and varied. Choose each day which way to turn. This card for me always brings up that there's either some sort of decision or you're seeking validation for something you're choosing, or it's just like uncertainty. So let's look at the guidebook for that one and see what other insight we can get from there. Also, this one has a quote that goes with it that is awesome. It says, procrastination isn't task management, it's feeling management. And that's by Scott Ginsburg. And what I hear when I read that is a lot of times we make a decision, but then we start questioning it because we are afraid, like maybe it's the wrong decision, or maybe it's is it going to work out? But nobody really knows, right? So, and the thing to keep in mind with this card is choose each day which way to turn. So every day, at every moment, you can take the opportunity to make another decision. There is no final destination. Every day you get to choose. So I hope that offers you some insight. Trying to see if there's any other. This card particularly talks about moving your body. So when I think of uncertainty and just being unsure, that sort of thing, it feels like anxiety. So um, making sure to make time for a walk or exercise or whatever it is to move your body so that you can move that energy through you. So it's natural to feel anxious, but it's not natural just to hold on to it and stay in it. So if you can do something physical and walk, then it can help move that through your body a little faster. So, Rosalyn, you're next. I think I need some water. Maybe water is a good thing too to flush out energy. Let's see what we got for you, Rosalyn. So we're looking, of course, at value for everyone. And then what else can we let Rosalyn know about? Also, remember, when you purchase a deck for yourself, you can pull your cards multiple times a day, once a week, whatever you choose. And when you purchase a deck, you get the free companion journal that we talked about earlier, where you can keep track of your readings and your feelings around those readings. So, Rosalyn, what we've got for you is billing, which always seems like a harsh word to me. But in this case, we're talking about to receive, first you must ask. So as far as business, it can show up in your billing. But in your life, even, it could show up as not speaking what it is you need, or asking for help, or, you know, you could think of lots of examples for this. So the card is about asking for what it is that you want to receive. Let's go to the guidebook for this one also. And then sometimes it means being clear on what it is that you want to receive. And there's also a quote for this one. Your income can only grow to the extent that you do. So the more clear we are on what it is we want and what we ask for, that's how it becomes possible to receive it. To receive, first you must ask. Money is positive and necessary for the successful running of your business and your life. Create clear rules and guidelines around payments due to you. Define this ahead of time for yourself. Ensure you are comfortable with your payment structure. For example, do you require a deposit before services are rendered? Is payment in full expected before the project begins or is completed? If you ship physical items, when are payments due concerning shipping? What is your refund policy? When, if ever, do you allow them? All this must be understood by you beforehand. Then all of this must be understood by those you serve. So it's also about creating these clear boundaries. Again, Um, Money also can relate to value. So whether it's in your business or your service, there are things that you value. So you need to structure your billing or the things that you want according to your value. And they're not always going to align, right? So some people don't want to spend $10,000 on a website. They have a budget of 2,000. It doesn't mean that your $10,000 website isn't worth every single penny. It just is the value of where those people are in the moment. And then being clear about what it is, what your value is, being clear about that, and then asking for that. Contracts and agreement policies are wise in the human realm, for this defines all parties involved, the expectations around money. Next, you must stick to your guns. If you utilize invoices, you must send them at the designated time or hire a payment specialist who ensures the prompt payment of invoices. The source of money is love. Dedicating yourself to the tasks of billing those who you serve is an act of love and respect for yourself, money, and ultimately the good of all beings. Approach this task with an energetic understanding that receiving what is due to you is an active exchange for the good you do in the world via your business. Expect positive, smooth results and celebrate with joy each time bills due to you are paid in kind. Receive all money with love, and money will love you back. If you are unsure, ask us how to include love in your billing and money cycles. So, there you go. Let's see. Joanna would like a card, so sure, pull one for you. Got time probably for one more. And let's see what we got for you, Joanna, this week. Reassurance. It is all part of the plan. Nothing is ever wrong here. There are times when everything will be going. I'll start over. There are times when everything will go according to plan. There are times when nothing is as it seems. There are times when everything falls apart. There are times that will surprise and delight you beyond your wildest dreams. It is all part of the plan, our plan. Nothing is ever wrong here. What part are you in now? How does it contribute to your growth and expansion? How can you enjoy it now? Trust. Then trust even deeper. Then trust even more than that. Rest assured. All is going according to plan. You are well. Allow yourself to be well. Awesome. You're very welcome, Lori and Rosalyn and Joanna. I hope that offers you some insight to where you are right now. And remember, every day is different. Every 10 minutes is kind of different. So rest assured that you are where you're supposed to be. And sometimes we get slowed down in something and it feels like we're working against it, but it could be an opportunity to have a different perspective or spend more time on something else or trust. Interesting. And wellness. Yeah, that is interesting, isn't it? So I know you said you weren't feeling good, and of course, we all hope you feel better. Um, and just notice if there's anything that might be trying to show you, or maybe it's creating space to slow down, or maybe I don't know. It's hard to say, not knowing your situation, but that's where your intuition comes into play. So you're very welcome. It's great to have you here. And remember, entrepreneuraoracle.com. You can also follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and we also have Pinterest. So stay in contact with us there. If you have any other questions about the cards, or if you are in another country and you want to talk about shipping the cards there, let me know. We can totally do that. We've got cards all over the place now. We've got some in Canada, Italy, Ireland, London. There's cards all around the world. So let me know how I can help you there. And I hope you guys all have a great day. And I hope you all see your value and the value I see in you, in this group, in this collective, in this life. So have a great day. Hope you all can enjoy some sun, some nature, or whatever you like. Have a great day. Cheers.